In this tutorial, we will look at the layer table, what is available there, and how it will help you work with the layers that you've just imported. The layer table icon is up in the top toolbar. It is this one. It looks like a bunch of stacked papers of different colors. When you click on that, it brings up the layer table. From here, you can change the color of your layers. For instance, on a double-sided board, I like to change the layer of the board outline to green. I like the component side copper to be blue, like it is an eagle. I like the solder side copper to be red, as it is an eagle. And I like the drill data to be in black, just so it's easier to see. You'll notice here the layer names. These are the names of the files that you imported. Here you can change their status of each one from Edit, which will allow you to change the files, to View, which will not allow you to change the files but still allow you to look at them, or Hide, which will hide that layer from your view. Here, under Type, for a double-sided board, you will want to change this. For a single-sided board, you can leave this alone as long as the drill file says drill. All the other ones can say component. For a double-sided board, you will want to take both the board outline, change that to solder, and you'll see why when we work with those. And you'll also take the solder file and change that to solder. What that does is that indicates to the system that these are going to be milled on the opposite side of the board from the component side. So a little checkbox is placed in this mirror column. Now for a single-sided board, we're going to actually physically mirror these, so none of these should be checked. For a double-sided board, we're going to drill from the component side, we're going to mill the component side, then we're going to flip the board over, and this is why these mirror checkboxes need to be checked. We were going to mill the solder side, and we're going to cut the board out from the solder side so we don't have to flip it back over. So these are the settings that it should be for a double-sided board. Here, this column indicates which aperture table or which tool table that these files reference. When you import these, Gerber files import with aperture tables that tell the system how large the pads are, how large the traces are, and so forth. And the drill file imports with a tool table that tells the system what size the drills are. So, if you just click OK, this will apply those settings to your file. Also, you'll notice here on the left-hand side of the screen, you have what's called a layer palette, where you can change some of these options from this area. Like the colors, you can change the colors. If you wanted to change this to a different shade of green, you can do that. If you want to change this one to view it, this one to view it, this one to hide it, you can also do that. You'll note that it takes a few seconds for each of these things to happen. If you just push F5, it applies those changes immediately. So for now, we'll just change all these to view, hit F5, and now we can look at these, but we cannot select or change anything on these layers. In the next tutorial, we're going to take a single-sided board with all of the layers already imported and prepare it for generating toolpaths, or what is called isolation of the layers, that is isolating the traces from the surrounding copper.